Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program. Here we are on TV once again, once a day, every day. Turn on the machine and live forever. Here we go. I'm alive, made it all the way back around here to Friday. Who would have thought I would have made it this far? What a day, what a life. It's a new time. I gotta turn on some of these TVs. Somebody's been in here. Something amiss in the world. Weird things are happening in the world. Let me tell you about the world these days. It's different. It's weird. Things are up and down. Yesterday on Thursday I was here at the studio around Thursday, let's see. I didn't change this camera. Can you hear me? Can you see what's going on? I'm over here. Getting confused today. Lost in time, really. What the heck? Things are weird. Things are weird now. There. Yesterday, what happened to everything? Yesterday I was here on Thursday at in the daytime, like around I don't know what time was. Around 2 o'clock. I kind of had to hurry over here to go to my final day of my other job. Now I'm between jobs. But I do have another job lined up for this week. What am I going to be doing? Nothing. It's kind of a weird thing. Very weird, actually. Give me too much time to think about stuff. I don't need so much free time. I got too much free time these days. I don't know when to do things now. Yeah, life's changing. Yesterday on Thursday, I was here at 2 o'clock, and afterwards I drove the car up to my job for my final day. Some of my coworkers, they brought me some stuff. Food, gift cards, weird thing. I've been there for many years. Most of the program, the majority of the program, I've been working at that job. So now you're seeing me get a new job. It's going to be a weird time. After work, I was on my way home, driving that car. I kind of decided to just not drive directly home. I was just kind of cruising around the neighborhood, which was like a really odd thing to be able to do for me. I haven't had a car in years. I never had an electric car. I feel comfortable just kind of cruising around, getting crazy with it in the electric car. No. In the gas car, I don't want to cruise around, but electric car, doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. So I went around to some neighborhoods. I actually went to the neighborhood where I grew up. Kind of weird. Feeling like a weird time. Maybe it's after I had that job. Now it's like, whoa, no job. I got a new job lined up, but still, it's like, whoa. I went to home. Eventually I made it home, but I was cruising around the neighborhood. I was looking at some of these cookie cutter neighborhoods where the buses don't go. Weird, like fake fanciness. Not real fanciness. It's fake fanciness kind of places. And what a time to be alive. Eventually I did end up going home to grandma's to lay my head, but I was thinking about going to like a store. Or anywhere. There's so many, when you have so many choices, it's like too many, it's overwhelming. I don't know what to do with them all. I don't know where to go, really. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it. It's like, wow. Where do you go? But I just went around rambling. I did end up making it home after going cruising. Then at home I watched some TV. Read a book, relax. Did some sleeping. I woke up this morning and I did even more job stuff, filling out paperwork, trying to do this other stuff, so it's not fun, not a good time. Talking to people about jobs and stuff. Yeah. After the program, or not after the program, after that whole job computer paperwork deal, I went over to Freddie, the producer's house, to do some more paperwork. Looking through these books, doing some paperwork. Freddie's mom was there. It was a weird time too. Yeah, day off, just like lounging and doing stuff, but not here till nighttime anyway. Well, this is dark by 8 o'clock. Now it doesn't make a difference because I'm not at that job anymore. So what is time all about anymore? I went to Freddy's. After Freddy's, I went to another friend's house. Maybe I don't know if I should be doing all this stuff. Maybe it's like I'm just in tooling at my friend's place. My friend has a baby, and it's like a little baby. It's only months old. Doing baby stuff in the home where I drove to. Sitting around. Chilling, they call it. And I ended up going there until I wanted to leave. I was like, well, I guess I'm going to leave. And I got in the car and left, but it's like a weird thing where you can just go places. Just go to your friends' homes and stuff. Like, what a life. Weird freedom. Too much. And then I ended up coming down here to go to the studio. Here. I got some pizza. I didn't eat anything else though. I ate breakfast and then pizza, that was it. anymore. So I parallel parked today though, right there in front of the studio. Makes me a little bit nervous, but if somebody hits that car, I'm gonna see it. I came inside the studio though, and my bike has been moved. I went over to find it, and one of the tires was messed up. It popped. While I was here in the studio, something happened to that bike and got a popped tire, which was kind of weird that it happened. If it happened to me last week, I'd be in trouble. Because that was my main form of transportation. Now it's confusing. What do I care? Do I care? I don't know. What do I care? You know?
Hey, what are you guys doing? I'm watching you and I wanted to talk. Give me a call back. Bye.
Watching 2 a.m. episode, huh? I'm gonna call you back. I'm almost out of fish pills. Oh no, somewhat.
So yesterday we left off what if Freddie eventually, like years later, like 5 years later, he returned with he bought it back. He got all that money from selling the rock, then he just bought it back. Bought it back for more than he sold it for. He had invested in some like stocks and cryptocurrency and even enlarged his wealth past what he made off the rock. But he spent then all the money he made and more, and to get the rock back because he was feeling some guilt. So he brought it back to you at studio. It was 5 years later. So it's like years 2026. You're both a little older, looking a little older. You know, you're going to be, I guess, in your, mid to late 30s. Probably so is he. You're in the studio, you're doing the same stuff. But you got a goggle that has just one, like, robot that latches onto the middle of your forehead. And it can like see through your robot eye, future eye that latches on to your forehead. You can like see through things, like and things. You won it in a pie eating contest, and Freddie comes back in the room with the rock, and you're surprised to see him. You guys catch up for a little bit and make amends, and you can see that you can see through the rock, and in the middle of the rock you can see its soul. You can see it's the soul of God, and that's why it has the magic power to Hi. Let's say, okay, so you're using your eye that you latched onto your forehead, and Freddie's standing there. You're both older. You're like mid to late 30s, and you're back in the studio. You're reunited, and you scan the rock that Freddie brought back to you, and you see the soul of God over rock, which is what was causing the light. So, you and Freddie need to sit down and take a minute and talk about the craziness that has ensued since you noticed the rock, the found rock. So, you need to try to, and then you just acknowledge, you come to the conclusion that, wow, maybe you gotta try to, what would happen if we like try to break open the rock, you know, and what happened if we cracked it open and the soul of God was released into the world. So you and Freddie go to the hardware store because you're going to get a pickaxe, because you think that that's going to be a good way to break this open, you know, and then you can see what happens from there. So, so you go, and so you high five, and you decide, okay, sounds good. We got to get a pickaxe, and we got to break open this rock. But you know, you're using your scanning thing, and you're looking at Freddie, and after you make that plan, you notice that in Freddie's toe, on his right foot, he's got like, there's a bug that got into his toe. There's a bug in his toe. It looks like it's like a spider. So you decide first, you guys should go like to the doctor, just take care of Freddie's toe because that's more pressing.
It's the program on TV. How are ya?
Good, how are you? How much time in the program left do you have?
45 minutes.
All right, give me a moment. I'm about to leave work. I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right.
Even more, call him back. Where you going? Call my brother. He's gonna be at the house over there. That's where I live now too.
Hello, this is Ty's phone. Leave a name and number and she'll call you back as soon as you can. Thank you.
Andrew! It's the program. Where are ya? Not at the house? We have the day off. You want somewhere else, huh? Anybody ever checking these messages? People are trying to call grandma? Or whatever? You can call me back. Okay, bye. I'm gonna call Fred, the producer, too, and ask him about this bike situation in the studio. Anybody? One guy who I saw sometimes. I don't know what could have happened in the studio that could have popped the back tire or something. I went and got pizza for the
Hi, you've reached Third Order. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave me a nice message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Freddie, I filled up your voice mailbox. I left my bike down there like I always do. Today, it didn't make it. Every other day's made it. Yesterday got a flat tire. It was a weird time to get a flat tire right after I get this car. Now what, do I hurry up and make it again? What about the car? Do I go out and spend a bunch of money, or do I not spend money extra hard now? Lots of questions, very few answers, as is life.
Bye.
Bye, future.
Bye.
Oh, I gotta cue it up to the right spot now. Oh, maybe I should try to call back that guy who was calling at 2 a.m. last night.
We are in the past.
I'm on the phone. This
Hi.
is Freddie. Hi, future.
Maybe James has to yell.
Hello, if you don't leave a message, I can't call you back. Leave a message, thank you.
Are you alive again?
Hi, it's the program. You can call me back. You have about 35 minutes today. You left me this message. See these messages? Like over there, now I'm standing up again. Maybe. Oh, here, this one.
Hey, what are you guys doing? I'm watching you and I wanted to talk. Give me a call back. Bye.
Yeah, we're not live. But you call and then you leave the message and you call you back, and that's what's happening now. So if you still want to talk, you can call again, number 360-360-384. Okay, bye-bye. Wednesday. Next is Thursday. And then it's today. I queued it. And we'll get a yellow fellow on here if he calls back. You're alive. Like, how is that working? Call me. I'm at that number. Don't call. You can't call. You're the future. You can't call me. I'm in the past. Bye. Bye. Time. And you can see, you can focus outside there. Look at that. Wow. Mr. Ginsu got pulled over last year, and the messages. John Webster is kind of missing in a way. I found him. Where is he, John? How many health problems do you have? 3. It's less than me, and you're recovering instead of getting worse, but that's, I don't know how lucky that is. Okay, thank you, bye. Hard to say. Hard to say, hard to say. Who's this? not working. There it goes. All right. Hey, future. Just the past. It's Friday. Who's on the phone? Joe Phillips telling a story about a magical rock still. Some guy called. It's getting kind of chilly. Weird life. Bye, future. You alive? You get stabbed? At old school, there was a big line. And it's actually, yeah, today is like the first day I want to put on a jacket. And up here, it's still pretty warm. I don't know what to do. I went to old school, and there was a big line at old school, and people didn't know where to stand because they got a new sidewalk and there's a bunch of construction going on. And it says like, hey, are you in line? And everybody's in a line, but what's the line for? Is this the buying or selling line? People didn't know. It was the buying. Oh, I didn't rewind it? What the heck? That's Thursday. We're gonna go back 2 weeks. We'll see this stuff. Friday the 3rd, and then another Friday before that. Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday and Saturday. People are moving backwards. Friday. Wednesday. Oh, we're gonna go back to last Friday, right? Or how many Fridays did we go? I don't remember all this time. It's weird. I know we're going to be going to the 2018 next too. Who knows what life would have been without all the factors. James rides the bus. 2 Fridays ago, James was in the hotel person in the daytime. What do you have to say in the future?
Hi. What up?
It's James. James' friend is in the hotel.
No.
We're in a hotel.
No, I was in hotels when I'm talking to you guys, huh?
Yeah, I got pad thai.
I put the hell in the hotel, she said. Huh?
Okay, bye future.
Bye, teacher.
Oh. It's us the past.
Hi. Future. What kind of van is out there now?
James on the bus.
Say goodbye.
Bye, future.
Bye.
What do you have to say in the future, Mark?
Yeah. Just keep on track, make sure you get your shots and do like the doctor says, and then maybe after your shots still wear your mask because it is a sickness out there. It's called the virus, you know.
You got a car yet, future?
Keep on working on it and you'll conquer it, you know.
Bye, future.
That's fine.
That's the past. That's right.
Hello, future. We driving.
It's
Still on roads.
3999, and Heather's on her way to work, on call, last job. James is in the bathhouse.
Yeah.
How's your back?
Shit's real.
Yeah. Lumber. Intricacies. It's level. Yep.
Not really a big deal with tomorrow's 4,000, but what's it going to be, Future? What's it going to look like? Are you there yet?
Alright, bye, Future. Are we there yet?
Hey, Future! We're at 4,000 episodes!
Wow.
Who would have thought we'd make it so far?
Yeah.
Future, Lewis.
But what about 4020? Is that more than 420?
Bye, Future.
The episode is in here.
Hey, Future.
It's off the pass. Hi, Future.
Is it gonna work this time? The audio was weird yesterday and the day before. I saw it.
I'm gonna get in there.
Are you inside?
Viewers, it was weird.
Do you have a fever or is it hot out? Alright.
I got a new TV. Working.
You hear me? We got many VCRs going. I bought an electric car today. The other fellow lives Jarvis.
He's a good boy. Jarvis.
Charging the car, charging the batteries, charging my batteries. I don't know where the battery for this thing is. Ate that Chinese food.
Oh, always shop with a car with backup.
We got yesterday I saw a guy getting on the bus and yelled at. So bye, Future. One more bus. Oh, it's 1 week without the bus today, huh?
What's the old time, the old time,
Here's my car.
you're getting yell with me at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
but I know you guys are asleep.
Hi, Future. We're asleep.
Hey, Joe, we're talking to John, and this is the car. It's happening. Freddie walked up the hill. Bye, Future.
Get the sports update from John.
What's the sports, John? Future. It's us in the past.
We are in the past.
I'm on the phone with Future.
Maybe James has Shigella. Are you better? Are you alive, James? Again? I keep asking you if you're alive. Bye, Future.
Are you alive again?
Did you get Shigella? Do these messages. Look over there. Now I'm standing up again.
I'm on the phone there. Talk about stuff. Bernard and oh man, I don't even remember.
Is Dan Bennett alive? Does Carl Sr. have a way to stand? Okay, bye, Future. It's us. The path. There's Luciano, gotta stand up, he's doing his thing. It's Wednesday. He's on the phone, your brother's birthday. Happy birthday. Bye, Future. Bye. The past. It's Thursday. There's Michelle the car there. Yellow fellow talking about magical walks. And it's his mother's birthday. His brother and mother's birthday, like days apart. That's missing the stuff. People trying to send me a news. So, how are you? You live to your birthday? Is that today? Plus the past. It's Friday. She's on the phone. Girlfriend telling a story about magical rock snow. And back home. Getting kind of feeling weird life. Bye, future. You alive? You stabbed? I'm alive. Alright. Oh, you know, I didn't even log on to the meet. I've been trying to get on there, if you even know it's there. Well, I think that's the tape stuff. I wanted to look at what they call the sacred tapes. I don't know if they're marked. I'll go get up and look around for the sacred tape. Like, at the bottom, commercial tapes, unsorted tape. Commercial. I don't know where the sticker chip would be if they were. Yeah, here somewhere. Oh yeah. Here's some of them. Somebody's on the. Yellow fellow. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are ya?
Good, how are you?
Good. Driving, huh?
Give me. Yeah, I'm leaving work now.
Where you going?
My friends invited me over, my work friends, but they want to watch Rick and Morty, so I told them to tell me when they're done with that. But by the time they're done with that, it might be too late. But that's just really not in a list of like things I would ever consider doing. I'm just like, Rick and Morty, for some reason, gets to me. It like really rubs me the wrong way. I don't know if you ever tried to watch it.
I watch it. I like it. I've seen them all.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just not. It's just, I don't know.
I don't have that
Something
high
about
standards.
What's that?
I don't have that high standards for television.
Well, you're just a fan of TV. Well, wouldn't you say there's certain TV programs and movies that you enjoy watching more than others, but you also, from what I understand, just like to watch TV because you just like the medium.
I do.
Like you could, yeah. That's what I have, come to understood.
You got the whole day at work, and then you're like, hey, come back after work. More time.
they probably just think I'm the biggest fucking, like, stick in the mud / snob. Because I don't know what, it's something about me where I have to be like, oh, I don't like that. And I have to let people know.
So you tell them that?
Yeah, it's like, let me know when Rick and Morty's over, and I'll come over.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of shitty, and I'm kind of saying it because I know it's humorous, but also it's very true. You know?
Yeah, you can't just like deal and watch it and when you
No, because it like, and actually though, I am aware it might not be a good thing, but it like physically repulses me.
The show does?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll squirm. Like, I'll squirm if I'm there and it's on, and I have to watch it. Like, just because my time, I feel like the free time I have where I can actually truly relax is very limited with everything I'm doing lately. Just like how, and I just can't do it. If I'm like working for like 7 hours straight, like just busy for hours on end, and then I have to move on when I'm like free from that to do something I don't enjoy doing.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do now instead?
Well, I'm actually just right now I'm gonna do something pretty mundane. I'm just gonna drive to the bank deposit some checks.
Yeah,
Go to the ATM.
you don't have banking on your phone? Like you can do checks on the phone now.
Yeah, I can, but the answer for why I'm not gonna do that is like too boring to get into.
We have time.
So.
I mean, what? Your phone is?
Well, I have to use the app for that. Like I have a bank app.
Yeah.
And I can't do. I log into my bank account through like the browser on my phone, rather than just like an actual app, because they saved my password. Like I made it like a saved like auto login thing.
Yeah.
And I forget what the actual. If I went on the app, I'd have to put my password in. And the long story short, I forget my password to my bank account. So, so there you go.
Now you're driving like miles instead of figuring it out.
Yeah, but I also have some cash deposit because I get paid in cash tips, as well as checks weekly. Because my place is fucking cash only. Can you imagine that?
That's really
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
And the checks.
Yeah,
They write the checks out like with their hand.
Well, no. I mean, we get hourly, as well as their cash tips, so we'll get paid with like cash. Oh, I mean, you can also get direct deposit if you want, but the majority of the income you're making as a server comes through the cash tips. Like I walk home with a wad of cash after every shift.
Is it weird that like most of the money that you get is like this weird donation, like beggy thing?
Oh yeah, no, it's a whole Louis C.K. bit where it's like you as a customer get to hold like a tribunal at the end. Like, I think they did okay in these areas, but they were a little late with our one entree, and we get to like decide the value of these people provided you during this short interaction. Well, when it's like, and I guess the whole, if I'm remembering the joke, exactly it gets into like why. It's like it doesn't matter if somebody is doing the job. It shouldn't matter if they like were friendly. You shouldn't have to. Somebody shouldn't be able to like sit there and just be like, oh well, I didn't really like the way I didn't really like their demeanor, so I'm gonna give them less money. Yeah, it's a lot of weirdness.
I don't really do that.
You don't sit back and like critique. I feel like some people do that. I think. I mean, that's what it's all like. It should be an agreed upon amount of money because emotion gets involved. Like, or like, yeah, it kind of does. Like, if somebody just like is, for some reason feel like they click with the server, they're definitely gonna give them more money, even if somebody that like does the same job, they just don't like them as much for like arbitrary reasons.
I haven't been going to restaurants at all, and I don't know if I'm gonna go back. But like, I really can't imagine dealing with the service and people anymore. Like, I just feel bad.
Yeah, it makes you feel weird. Yeah, that's interesting that you said that before. It really I mean, on one hand, I think it made me a lot more comfortable, just like socializing with people. Like, it's not a problem for me anymore. And I think before I started serving, like, just every day, like, social interactions, I think I have a level of, like, awkwardness around people. But now it really doesn't.
You gotta wear a mask while you're doing it still?
No, we're not wearing masks.
No masks?
No masks.
You don't wear them? They don't wear them?
No. I think it largely has to do with, like, the area I'm living in.
Is it no vaccine mandates in Pennsylvania?
Is it what?
There's no mandates in Pennsylvania?
For the masks?
Yeah.
Not at the moment. Not where I'm at.
Ours went back on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what's wrong or what's right, but that's not what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. When you got the virus, was there an outbreak at the place? Did anybody else get it?
I think a couple other coworkers got it, yeah.
Wow. But everybody was fine?
Yeah, I mean, in my, like, little social circle out here, it's been a while since I heard of anyone I know getting it, which is interesting.
Do your coworkers have the vaccine? Do you know about that?
What's that?
Do they have vaccines? Do you know?
I know some didn't want to get it, and I know a lot did get it, and the majority of people just aren't talking about it. That's the thing, like, people don't talk about COVID as much as they did last, like, people, I guess if you can get away with ignoring, or, like, not, like, if everyone had a mask on, I guess it would be a little different, but people who I see every day, like, very few people are talking about COVID anymore.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
It is strange.
Yeah.
It's still, I mean, it's still a big factor in my life, I think. But I don't want to go to a restaurant. I don't think I'm going to go back to restaurants. Like, I did go back to the movie theater, but I did not go back to restaurants. I just like.
Yeah, you might be done with that. Besides,
what?
Like, without even, you might be done with that without anything to do with. It doesn't have anything to do with COVID. It's just you feel like you're done with that.
Well, it's both. But I do want the food. It's like I want the food, but maybe I want a truck.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to eat the food. Maybe I'll get takeout. Like, they can cook the food and I can go get it. I just don't want to, like, sit there and then they come out and they bring you a drink and then you sit there and then you...
If you ever have enough, like, disposable income, it would probably be ideal for you to, like, have a personal assistant go in and pick up the food for you. Or that would be... Oh, then it would be never ending, though, because then you'd have to deal with the weird relationship with your personal assistant.
Well, if I had money, I could pay them well. The assistant.
If you paid them well, then it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
It's like you're not getting paid that well when you go to the restaurants and you think you're getting paid well, but like that's just because you're so used to nothing, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, this job, like this waiter job, that's money. Yeah. But it's like the rest, like the people who run the business, like they don't like get the money, or they don't like pay the money. Like they know tips are a thing, of course.
What did you say?
Like the people who, like the owners of the business.
Yeah.
Like they don't think about tips.
Oh, like how much their employees are getting?
Or yeah.
No, they'll probably think about it enough to like hope that their employees that they've hired are feeling that they're getting enough tips so that they're happy to work there. You know?
Yeah.
But besides that, they're probably not focused on it. But they're probably not missing out on the tips because they probably make more money owning the place.
I'm about to, yeah. I'm switching jobs. I had my last day at my job yesterday.
I meant to ask you about that. Oh, really? Your last job at the sandwich place?
Yeah, I'm not working there anymore. I'm gonna be doing this other thing, but it's like this new thing. It's not like that job actually did have tips, but I didn't really know because they just gave me the tips like later on. It wasn't like every day.
Okay.
And I never really paid attention to what I was getting. The tips was just kind of all like money.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what I was getting, like I guess hourly necessarily, but this new.
So you just have to like assume that they were taking care of you, kind of like they were.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But the new job, it's like not going to be like that at all. Everything, it's like a state job. It's like very over the table.
Can you talk about what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing the state job.
You doing what?
The state job.
Yeah, but can you talk about the specifics of what you're doing there?
I don't want to yet, but I don't know what kind of level of secrecy I'm supposed to have with it. Or
are you in the CIA?
Yeah, it's not secrecy, but it is, it's like...
You're doing covert operations?
It's personal work. It's government.
Oh.
Personal...
I'm sorry, I'm laughing maniacally, but do you realize, like, it sounds, like, this gut reaction is, oh, that sounds scary and creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of scary and creepy because it's like the government.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's like, somebody just comes up to you and is like, oh, what are you doing now? Oh, it's for the government. I feel funny talking about it.
Yeah. It's really, well, I haven't even started yet. I gotta see, maybe they're gonna give me an orientation and tell me, like, what I'm gonna tell your friends or whatever. But, like...
Wow.
I don't
Jesus.
know. We'll see what happens.
Where'd you look for this job? Like, what job listings were you seeing?
I live in the capital of the state.
You visited the capital of the state?
I live in the capital of the state.
You work near it, you're saying?
I live in the capital.
You live in it?
Yeah, so the government's all
Yes,
around me.
yes. Oh, so it's easy to come across these jobs, you're saying?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's any easier than anybody else, but I just went to the job, like the government website job, and I just applied to like every single job.
Yeah. See, it's like every time I've ever went looking for a job, even a job I thought I couldn't get, like if I really give it an effort for like, I don't know, even just a couple days. Like I think it's put on a weird pedestal, like how difficult it is to get a job. Like I don't think it really is.
Not right now.
I mean, especially not anymore. Like, well, because so many people just are desperate, you know, for employees. But
Yeah.
it's definitely, if I'm actually trying, I can get a job pretty quick.
Yeah, well, you have several jobs, but I'm doing this new job. I have a week off. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself either.
When do you have a week off?
Starting
Right now?
Today.
Starting now?
Yeah.
You should do the program earlier in the day, so I can be on it more.
You're here now, though.
That's true. I shouldn't get too hoggy, as my nanny would
That's
say.
fine, though. Like, what time, though? Like 10?
Well, I'm 3 hours, what am I, behind or ahead of you? Ahead of you.
Yeah.
So, and I always go into work around 3.
3, 12, 11, 10. So
Sometimes 4.
I had to start at like 10. That's too early.
Too early.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
10.
I should start getting used to it because I got to get work up at 8 a.m. So, with my new job.
You have to wake up at 8 a.m.?
Or before, I have to be there at 8 a.m.
I think that's fine for you, though. It's like you don't have to... I mean, it sounds like you stay up late, but I don't think you'd really have to part of the time. You have to make sure you have a good enough alarm clock.
I'm going to have to... Maybe I should start waking up early to practice anyway because I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
So maybe I will
And
do
then
that.
you can do the show earlier.
Maybe I will do that.
You should do that.
Yeah. I've been doing this...
And I could be your co-host.
Okay. I've been doing this other job for almost 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
Are you pretty close with some of the people there?
No, I've been there longer than almost anybody else, so not really.
Are they sad to see you go?
I think they're kind of like, what have you been doing here for this long?
What if you what?
They're like, yeah, I mean, like you've been here for so long for no real reason, you know?
Oh, they're like, it makes sense to them that you're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially I had a pretty hard time with the virus times. So I think if it wasn't for the virus times, I probably would just be coasting along still.
Oh, like it's yeah. That was the other motivation, like something where you didn't have to be as close to people. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know. I was just like coasting along in life, and now I like crazy wrench through. So I'm just like, whoa, geez, you know?
Crazy what?
Wrenches.
Mm-hmm.
Like you. I mean, you changed your whole life.
Yeah, like just take. I mean, that's good though. That's what was good about this for me, was it kind of like shook me awake. It was like, all right, let's figure some things out here because times are tougher now.
Yeah.
And it sounds like maybe that's partially what you're doing.
I'm changing my whole life except for this. This is the only thing that's not going to be different because I moved to my grandmother's and I bought a car. Actually, I leave my bike at my studio now, and I went down. I came here today, and one of my tires is flat on my bike.
And then you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about that at the moment because I don't.
Kinda, but it's also like I want to bike. Like I've been parking in the studio and then still biking around because like downtown is kind of ridiculous to bike or to drive.
Oh no, yeah. Sometimes it's easier to bike in a downtown area than
Yeah,
for sure.
So I've been biking around here, but now I got to walk or something. I don't know. Not sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do in a lot of ways. It's gonna be a weird month for me.
You're doing good, though. It sounds like.
Yeah. No, I'm doing good. It's just like change. It's like whoa.
Change is a beautiful, important thing.
But like, for like I didn't do anything different for many years. It's been very.
Yeah. No, me either. I was very much so just like, was it complacent? I think this is a good word.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know if it's just what it is. It's like you can do that, you can do the other thing, you can move up a notch and then be complacent, just settling into a different notch of society for years as well, you know.
Yep.
So.
Well, now I have a car and all this stuff, so I'm doing it.
You're a car guy. You're a secret agent, man.
How far from the bank is it? Seems like kind of far.
It is kind of far, because my bank made more sense when I lived in Philly, and now this bank I have to drive a little bit further forward to go to the same bank. Yeah, it's about a 20 or so minute drive. And I just realized it's midnight.
20-minute drive?
Huh?
It's a 20-minute drive to the bank?
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes back, too?
Yeah.
That's far!
It's a little crazy, right?
I mean, what, is it highway speeds, or?
I don't know. Kinda. Well, in between, a little in between. But yeah, that's where I'm like, I realize I don't mind driving, I kind of like it.
Yeah, but that's like a whole, for me, that's like the next, 2 towns over, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of tune out in the car and just I'm driving, I'm having a good time, I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much do you spend on gas? What do you
probably too much.
But I'm just trying to figure it out, because I just bought this electric car, and I'm like, really, what am I going to,
Yeah. It would probably be good if I kept better records of what I spend on what, but I haven't really added it up.
Yeah. Get the electric car.
How much time's left of the program here?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Who else is on the show today?
Nobody. It's kind of a slow day. What day is it? Friday? Oh, yeah. It's like Friday night. It's kind of a weird feeling. Yeah.
Well, what are you doing? What's your plans? So what is it? It's around 9:10 right now for you?
Yeah. Well,
what's your plan for the night after this?
I don't know. It's really weird. This is my first day, off on a Friday. I don't remember the last time I didn't work on a Friday. It's been probably, it's been at least a year and a half, through the virus, or except for when they're closed for that 1 week. Now I'm doing this really. It's a kind of weird feeling where, I used to be on a Friday night. You just go downtown, you know.
Right.
What are you gonna do? But I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
I'm probably just gonna go back and watch TV, which feels good. Usually I would do the program and go to work all day and then go home, watch TV and be like, hey, I did it. But now today I didn't have work, so I'm like, what do I do? I'm gonna go back. I didn't fulfill. And also now that I have a car, I have to do things or not do things, you know?
Right.
I'm like, well, because yesterday or before, it's like, well, you got to ride the bus and get a bike unless you want to get somebody to give you a ride, so you're just going to go home.
It's easier to do things now.
It's easier to do things, but I don't have anything to do.
Right, right. Will Andrew go out and will he see friends, or is he more of a homebody as well?
I hung out with some friends earlier today, but
You did?
Yeah. My friend had a baby. I saw his baby.
Wait, not Bird, right?
Not Bird, different baby.
All your friends are having babies, though.
A lot of my friends are having babies. I know, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 babies right now.
6 babies?
7 babies if you count a year-old as a baby, yeah.
How's James doing with his foot? Or whatever. No, it wasn't his foot. What do you have recently?
Shigella.
Something's going on recently.
Last time I heard he had Shigella, that was on Monday.
Did you hear any update from him?
I have not.
Oh yeah, you don't talk to him unless it's Monday too often, right?
Yeah, he had strep throat or something.
Jeez, that's not good.
Yeah, he is not doing great. He's always what he calls hoeing.
He's what?
He calls it hoeing.
Hoeing?
Ho, like a...
Hoeing. Oh, he's doing stuff like that still?
Yeah, well, he never stopped.
Never stopped. That's, jeez, man.
I mean, I'm fine with it, except for that it's maybe diseasey.
Well, it comes with its risks. Like anything, there's a good way and a not good way to.
I'm like, what have you been doing? He's like, oh, hoeing.
Jesus.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
hopefully he doesn't
All right.
give all those fellow hoes the strep throat and Shigella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, I forgot that this was a show.
Yeah, we're just talking. We're just friends, huh?
I would say that.
Just buds talking on the phone.
Yeah. Just some chaps
Yeah, well, nobody's watching right now live.
singing
anyway.
dialogue.
I was going to see this at all. But the show's about over. Only about a minute left here.
Yeah.
I can't believe your bank is so far away. But I'm going to be like...
I'm getting to my bank now.
Your bank is going to be about as far away as my new job is going to be. Oh, well, there it is. I'm running credits.
Do you listen to music in the car, or like,
Oh, yeah.
what do you do in the...
Music.
You do music, okay. I like to have the windows down in the car.
I always listen to music. I don't trust people who don't turn on music on when they get in their car.
You know what? I kind of feel the same way.
Well, on TCTV channel 2230 at 2 a.m. I'm like, what are you going to drive in silence? What's going on right now? Like, what are you doing? 603-603-4.
Yeah, I'll do it every once in a while, though, when I'm feeling stressed out.
Never, ever. YDHWM.com.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. Faulty Fridays, thank you. TCTV, La Baby, Dirty Fabulous, Local Books, Sports Radio, Rocket Car Player, Southplan.com, John Webster, Thurston County, Washington State, USA, thank you. And viewers that you're watching, thank you. John, hi. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.